Tiffany here with Years of Years, and Brad's here with us, and it's this day in Disney for September 9th. And starting off, we are going to talk about a cartoon from 1938, Mickey's Parrot. So I gave you an assignment to watch it. Did you watch it?
I did watch
Yay.
it. I did.
What'd you think?
Really, really good. Amazing, really, how much sound effects still played a huge part in the narrative, totally.
Yeah.
You want me to tell them what happens? I mean,
sure. I can start off by saying that this was the 102nd short in the Mickey Mouse film series to be released,
102.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was the 4th for that year. So, yeah, go ahead and tell us about it.
Yeah. Well, Mickey and Pluto are home, comfortable and safe. Already gone to bed and listening to the radio. And Pluto's totally enjoying a radio drama about a butterfly, and he's so content. And then it gets interrupted by a service announcement that there is a convict that has escaped, and he's a murderous one. Yeah.
Murderous convict.
Yeah. So they immediately shut down the house, grab the gun, get ready. And what they are also unaware of is that a caravan has been going through in the rain, and a parrot has been released from its cage and is wandering into their basement.
Mm-hmm.
So
a talking parrot.
A talking parrot. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mickey heads downstairs with the gun, but catches some shoes on the end of the gun, and it sounds like it's referring to the sound effects, steps coming down, and he turns around, looks underneath his legs, and sees the shoes behind him.
He thought it was Pluto making this sound. He keeps saying, shh,
yeah,
but it's not.
And he ends up thinking it's the killer in the basement, in the house. Right. Well, the parrot jumped into the furnace. It's up in the house. It goes into a cabinet underneath the fish, and as Pluto is walking by, he hears the parrot inside, underneath the fish in the cabinet, and thinks this fish is smart talking him. And so he has this large confrontation with the fish before the parrot is revealed. And Pluto ends up hiding in the piano. Mickey comes up into the main room, confronts what he thinks is the killer hiding in the piano, and ultimately they end up discovering the parrot and offering it some crackers,
of course,
which the parrot shoves into Pluto's mouth, and it kind of ends there. But some really interesting animation on the fish bowl, as Pluto goes around the fish bowl, and with the fish they use the perspective of the magnification of the fish bowl to kind of make the fish more aggressive, and equally Pluto's response more aggressive. So sound effects played a big part. The voice, do you know if Walt was still there?
Walt Disney was the voice for Mickey, and Goofy was Pinto Colvig. I'm sorry, not Goofy. Pluto was Pinto Colvig. Yeah. And then the parrot and a radio announcer were unknown. They weren't credited. I couldn't find.
The parrot kind of sounded like maybe it was still Walt.
Yeah, it might have been.
I don't know. But it was a good cartoon. Really good.
Really fun. So the next cartoon that they're going to produce that will be released, will be the Brave Little Tailor. And we talked about that with Miles the other day. Huh. And, that was Freddie Moore who designed or animated Mickey. Yeah. So
fantastic.
Yeah,
really cool. Good one.
Yeah, really good. And then next up on this day in Disney, we're heading all the way to 2013. Ooh, big gap in time there. On September 9th, the reimagined California Grill, the upscale restaurant located atop Disney's Contemporary Resort, debuts. So this restaurant has been open since 1995. The 15th floor eatery now features new floor-to-ceiling windows and decorative elements based on the work of iconic Disney artist Mary Blair.
There you go.
So it's very modern looking, much like, how much we enjoy staying at the Contemporary and how it has that modern, and so...
Sounds like maybe it went on to inspire some of the things for Bay Lake Tower and its construction.
Oh yeah, for
sure.
sure. So,
So the Mary Blair wall with
Mhm.
the 5-legged goat, like it kind of pulls all of those large area elements up into.
I would. It's not that much. It's
Okay.
not. There's nothing cartoonish about it. It's just more of like the stylistic.
Okay.
In the carpet choices and the furniture of the time period that's more of the contemporary look.
Very nice.
And so the big thing payoff is that they put these huge windows in with the 360 views. They replaced the windows for a greater guest experience. So the new windows block ultraviolet light, and they have electronically controlled shades that can come down, and so you don't have too much.
I imagine it was fierce in there. If they didn't have
Yeah.
UV windows and the sunsets like hidden the contemporary there, that must have been quite.
Well,
yeah.
This isn't an eating experience that we've not been there, so I can't imagine what it was like before. I know we really want to get up there. We just haven't yet.
Yeah,
we will. We'll get there. I think we're waiting right now in particular for the fireworks to be going, because that's a big part of it, is getting to sit in there during the fireworks, of course.
That would be wonderful.
So the food, when they opened in 2013, are you hungry? You're gonna be hungry.
I am.
So they have starters and sushi. So you
sushi.
can get sushi up there even now.
Our family loves sushi in a big
do.
way. Like monthly, we have sushi.
Yeah. So the menu was extensive. It had crispy rock shrimp, farmer's salad, heirloom tomatoes, carrot and cilantro soup. Okay, and then it had this duck in all its glory. It's like a big platter, a wood platter, with all these samplings of duck in different ways. Like pate, and then sliced duck and everything.
Oh,
so
nice.
something I think you would love to try sometime, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Baby romaine, so another salad, Sonoma goat cheese ravioli. These are all starters. And then sushi and sashimi. Lots of really interesting stuff that they were doing or are doing with sushi. And then from the wood burning oven, this is more starters. Oven dried tomato flatbread, 3 meat signature meatballs, so 3 different meats in that meatball.
Familiar with that.
Pork pate flatbread. Pork pate on a flatbread. Never heard that. Baked jumbo prawns and roasted surf and turf. And then the entrees. So pork 2 ways. Oven fried fillet of beef,
Sounds awesome.
wild Columbia River salmon, I'm gonna have to cook a lot today now. 24-hour short rib fillet.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
24 hours slow cooked ribs.
You know all about making good ribs. Yeah. And then George's Banks scallops.
Very nice.
Bell and Evans chicken. And roasted squash ravioli. That's probably what I get.
Yeah, that would be your dish.
And then Pacific halibut.
Well, you could get some halibut.
Yeah.
Just for the halibut.
Thank you. I'm so glad you made that joke. All right. So also whole grain sourdough rolls. I love sourdough, so I'd be eating a lot of those. And then lavender focaccia.
Wow, that would be nice.
That'd be so nice.
Yeah.
So dessert, a cheese board. That's so popular now.
A cheese board for dessert.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. That's other places have had that on the
wonderful.
menu. Yeah. Chocolate pudding cake, warm homemade fritters, Sunday sampler. So in little dishes. The pictures are so cute. You can find them online. Lemon meringue cheesecake, seasonal tasting of heirloom apple sampler. And then the tea selection. They have tons of tea. And then they have a lot of wine. The wine, every single thing they have on there, the wine can go with. And so you walk in and there's a whole giant wall with those.
All the pairings?
No, with the refrigerator things for wine. So wine's a big part of the meals there. Yeah, that they have. So also, I mean, the fireworks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we were going to go there, we would probably wait until we could get it.
For that time.
That time. Yeah. That would be perfect. right now, unfortunately, this is not the current menu. I don't think that they serve all of this now anyway. It's definitely changed. So it was 2013. And goodness, we're already...
Chefs come and go, and
Yeah.
they control the kitchen and the menu.
We're already
They design it.
heading to 2021. Like, that's hard to say. Can you believe it? So the menu's changed right now. It's a way shorter menu, just like every restaurant at Disney World for the moment. But new things are opening up. New restaurants actually were announced for this month to be opening up at Disney World, and new, things will be getting more extensive as things get back to normal. So that'll be good.
Can't happen fast enough.
Yeah, that's right. So that's it. Did you enjoy that?
I did.
Now you're hungry, so
I am.
we're gonna go eat. So that's it for this day in Disney Week.